It's pretty astonishing how many short-term rental owners, even experienced ones, make this fundamental mistake. They treat platforms like Airbnb and Booking.com as if they're basically the same thing.
Right, just interchangeable.
Exactly. Pouring the same strategy into two totally different molds. It's like, I don't know, trying to win a marathon with a sprint strategy.
You'll burn out fast.
You might get out of the blocks quick, sure, but you're not going to finish strong. So today, we're doing a deep dive into exactly this. The crucial, often missed differences between optimizing your place for Airbnb versus Booking.com, particularly in a market like Kavala, which is, vibrant.
Absolutely.
And this isn't just about tweaking a setting here or there. It's more fundamental. It's about reshaping your whole approach to really unlock success.
And that's really our mission here in this deep dive, isn't it? To unpack why these two massive platforms need totally distinct strategies. We're going to show you how getting this difference isn't just about, avoiding mistakes. It's a direct path to, significantly better occupancy, better revenue for your property, because what works wonders on one, it could actually hurt you on the other. Seriously.
Okay, and all the insights we're digging into today, they're distilled from a really great source. Airbnb vs. Booking.com optimization. Different strategies for Kavala STR success. That's providing the core framework we'll be exploring. Okay, so let's unpack this. We hear it all the time. Airbnb is about experiences.
Yeah, that's the buzzword.
But is that really the core philosophical difference? Or is it just, clever branding? What does that actually mean for an owner in Kavala trying to stand out?
That's a brilliant question because, it is fundamental. Airbnb genuinely built its whole empire on selling, stories, moments, a sense of belonging. When guests browse Airbnb, they're often not just looking for a bed. They're looking for that Instagram moment, right?
For the picture.
A chance to immerse themselves, live like a local for a bit. So your place in Kavala isn't just accommodation. It's kind of a gateway to a unique narrative. Think about someone choosing a beachfront apartment in Nia Paramos.
Okay.
They're not just after sea proximity. They want that feeling, like they've discovered a hidden gem, an authentic slice of Greek coastal life. It's emotional. Aspirational even. Now, contrast that with Booking.com.
Okay.
It really grew out of the hotel industry, so its focus is much more practical, solution-oriented, guests there. They're usually seeking reliable accommodation based on very specific, objective things.
Yeah.
Location, price, amenities, pure convenience.
Or transactional, maybe.
Exactly. They want to know exactly what they're getting. Precise check-in times, quantifiable distances, how close exactly are you to the beach or the Kavala Archaeological Museum. Their decision-making. Much more rational, less emotional pull.
So, okay, if Airbnb is selling the dream, the story, and Booking.com is providing a clear solution, how does that actually play out when you're building the listing? Let's start with the title. Seems basic.
No, it's huge.
Yeah. For Airbnb, it feels like the title needs to evoke something, paint a picture, create some intrigue, right?
Totally.
You're telling a little story right there, romantic hideaway. Wake up to aging sunrises in historic Kavala.
Perfect example.
Or for Paleo Tsifliki, maybe traditional Greek village life, authentic stone house among olive groves. You're selling a vibe.
Exactly. But on Booking.com, forget the poetry. It rewards clarity, searchability. Your title needs to be like a little information packet. That same Kavala place, it'll likely do much better with something like modern 2-bedroom apartment with Seaview City Center location.
Very direct.
Very direct. For Paleo Tsifliki, maybe 3BR traditional house with garden, 15 minutes to Kavala Beach. Guests are scanning for specs.
And this carries over to subtitles too, I guess. Airbnb lets you continue the story.
Right. While Booking.com wants practical stuff like free Wi-Fi, parking, 500 meters at the beach, just the facts.
Okay, and descriptions. How do we tailor those? Because if Airbnb is about feeling, I imagine the description needs to be almost like a travel blog. Inspire that wanderlust.
You've got it. For Airbnb, you want to transport them. Use sensory details. Picture yourself sipping Greek coffee on your private terrace as the morning sun paints Kavala's medieval walls in golden hues. Something like that.
Nice.
You're turning features into lifestyle benefits. It's not just cool AC, it's cool, comfortable interiors provide perfect refuge after sun-soaked days exploring Kavala's cobblestone streets or lounging on Kalamitsa Beach.
Okay.
But then, Booking.com. Descriptions need to be structured, scannable, purely informative. Start with your strongest selling points, clear, factual language. This modern apartment offers panoramic sea views from a central Kavala location, just 300 meters from the harbor and 5 minutes walk to the Old Town.
Straight to the point.
Exactly. They want details. Exact distances, specific amenities listed out, clear check-in info. It's all about removing any friction, any uncertainty.
Now, I'm really curious how this philosophy difference hits something so visual like photos. Does a host in Kavala really need two completely different sets of photos?
Honestly, yes, absolutely. This is where so many owners slip up and it costs them. For Airbnb, your photos are the lifestyle. They help guests imagine the experience. It's storytelling photography.
Okay, like what?
Show that morning coffee on the balcony, Kavala Harbor in the background, or a sunset view with a glass of local wine chilling. Even subtle things like beach towels casually draped over railings at a place in Nia Erklitsa. It hints at recent fun, adventures. It evokes a feeling.
I see. So less inventory, more invitation.
Precisely. But for Booking.com users, they prioritize clear, well-lit documentation. They want a visual inventory of exactly what they're paying for. Every room, how the beds are configured, the quality of the bathroom. Professional, almost hotel-style photos work best. I actually had a client with this gorgeous stone house near Paleosafliki. Great Airbnb reviews, but crickets on Booking.com. Turned out they're artistic photos showing just like beautiful snippets of the garden.
Weren't working
For the Booking.com audience.
Yeah.
They needed to see every corner of the house practically, with a tape measure in the shot.
Okay, wow.
Your photos there need to preemptively answer every practical question. No ambiguity. And what's really fascinating here is how the underlying business mechanics also diverge. Pricing psychology, algorithms, they're different too.
Right. Okay, pricing. On Airbnb, people often expect to pay a bit more for unique experiences.
But generally,
You're positioning it as an investment in a memory. That can justify higher rates for something special at rooftop terrace with the view, or being steps from those authentic tavernas. Like guests choosing Paleosafliki over hotel, they're kind of buying access to village life stories.
Yeah.
But how do you really justify that premium? It can't just be the location.
That's a great point. It's often not just about, expensive furniture. It's about subtle curation, maybe providing some lovely local artisanal soaps or a personalized guide to hidden Kavala spots only locals know.
Oh, the little touches?
Exactly. Or even a small welcome basket, local honey, some traditional rusks. These small, thoughtful, often low-cost things can massively boost that experience perception. And that justifies the premium much more effectively than, say, another smart TV.
Yep.
Contrast that with Booking.com guests. They're typically more price-sensitive, much more comparison-focused.
Checking multiple tabs, probably.
Absolutely. They're likely looking at your place right next to several others. So your pricing needs to be really competitive within your category. Any premium you charge, it needs to be clearly backed up by tangible stuff. Great amenities, a provably better location, very recent, obvious renovations.
Makes sense. And the algorithms, I hear they're totally different beasts.
Yeah.
What signals are they actually looking for?
Yeah. Diving deeper into Airbnb's algorithm, it's not just about being responsive. It heavily weights guest engagement.
Engagement, meaning?
Things like maintaining a super high response rate, yes, over 95%. Replying really fast, ideally within the hour, but also, critically, how often your listing gets added to wish lists.
Wish listing.
Or shared. Those are strong signals to Airbnb's algorithm that people really desire your place. It indicates high intent, way beyond just getting a quick reply out.
Interesting. So it's more social, almost.
In a way, yes. Now, if we connect this to the bigger picture, Booking.com's algorithm, it focuses relentlessly on conversion metrics, core business stuff. It prioritizes high booking conversion rates, competitive pricing, and operational reliability above almost everything else.
Conversion rate is key then.
Absolutely. The platform rewards efficiency, quick confirmations, keeping your availability spot on, participating in their partner programs like Genius. Many owners think STR SEO is just keywords. But for Booking.com, it's also about optimizing for their internal ranking factors that love consistent high conversion.
So how does that change things practically?
It means your lead photo and the first few lines of your description are crucial. That's your primary SEO battlefield on Booking.com, more so than deep keyword stuffing. You need to convert lookers into bookers fast.
Okay, got it. So what does all this mean for how you actually interact with guests after they book? Let's talk communication. On Airbnb, feels like it should be personalized, warm communication, right? Sharing local tips, curated recommendations for authentic Kavala experiences.
Definitely.
Like the best sunset spots or where locals buy their produce. You're kind of building excitement.
Hey, I left some local honey and rusks for your first morning, that kind of thing.
Precisely. You're part concierge, part local friend. But on Booking.com, Guests generally prefer clear, super efficient communication. It's about reducing uncertainty, demonstrating unwavering professionalism. They need comprehensive, unambiguous arrival info. Prompt, factual answers to practical questions.
Less chat, more info.
Basically, yeah. Your communication should inspire confidence in your management skills, not necessarily build a personal bond. Okay. And when it comes to positioning the local area itself, how do you emphasize that cultural context for Airbnb without it sounding fake?
Great question. For Airbnb, you weave the local culture into the stay. For that Nia Paremos place, you highlight the traditional fishing village vibe, the family-run tavernas where locals actually eat, the truly unspoiled beaches nearby. It's about offering access to an authentic slice of life.
Got it.
But for Booking.com, that same Nia Paremos property needs the focus shifted. Practical location benefits, accessibility, highlight its exact beach proximity in meters, distance to Kavala's main attractions, again, specific numbers, parking info, transportation links, quantifiable convenience.
Meters, not minutes, walking vaguely.
Exactly. Precision matters.
And finally, reviews.
Yeah.
The strategy needs to be totally tailored here too, right? How do you cultivate those glowing, story-rich reviews on Airbnb?
Yeah, on Airbnb, you're aiming for reviews that tell a story, an exceptional experience. You want to gently encourage guests to share specific moments, how you helped them find that hidden sunset spot, maybe recommended a local festival they ended up loving.
Creating review-worthy moments.
Exactly. Focus on creating those moments, perhaps with those local treats or an unexpected convenience. Now, this brings up the crucial question. How do Booking.com reviews differ?
Yeah.
They should emphasize reliability, quality, value. Guests there often highlight things like a seamless check-in, spotless accommodation, responsive problem-solving if anything came up.
More about the smooth operation.
Totally. It's about validating the practical decision they made when they booked. So ultimately, you're not just managing one property on two platforms.
You're operating two different products.
Exactly. Two different products that just happen to share the same physical space. And they demand completely distinct strategies.
So the mistake is clear then. Treating these platforms the same definitely leaves money on the table. Maybe a lot of money.
For sure.
Real success comes from building out those platform-specific strategies.
Absolutely. The key takeaway really is to embrace this distinction. Just fully accept it. Recognize these are two different products serving two different audiences, and then tailor everything you're listing, your photos, your communication, your pricing accordingly.
Okay. So for you, our curious listener, here's a final thought to maybe mull over. What specific, unique experience could you genuinely offer that justifies a premium on Airbnb, even if your space isn't huge? What's your unique story? Or, flip side, what small, super clear detail could you add to your Booking.com listing right now that instantly turns uncertainty into a booking and maybe boosts your ranking?